You see me sitting looking at you this way. That's because the next module is something very practical, absolutely practical. The subject of budgeting. It is so dear to my heart that I have discussed this over the years in the course of my journey. And I have seen how that people's faces get to pop open whenever I begin to discuss some of the secrets and some of the very perceived to be simple things that speaks for poverty and financial struggles with people. So, what do I intend to let you know here? First, a budget is not a to-do list. And that is one thing that you need to understand as you journey through this course. It is not like that list that you scribble on the paper and you take with yourself to the market to say you want to buy things. It is not. A budget is a strategic document. It shows your inflow and your outflow. And what I've thought over the years that has liberated so many people that have been on my program is this, to say that when we take out your outflow from your inflow, it should equal to zero. And this is what that means. It's called the concept of zero-based budgeting. And this is what it is. It is to say that everything that you spend money on should be accounted for. And someone is saying, so are you saying that I've got to budget for the clothes that I wear? Oh yes. So basically, when we talk about budgeting being a strategic or budget being a strategic document, is to say that you have a plan of action. So the word budget actually is similar to the word strategy or plan. So when we say strategy, basically we're talking about planning, right? And then the fact that you're able to execute and then follow the step-by-step guide in the plan. So budgets. What do you earn right now? What's your total income right now? What do you earn right now? What's your total income? What is it that you take home? Say that you are a businesswoman, you're a businessman. Your income isn't so regular the way that the people who are employees in organizations will say that their income is regular. But then at the end of every month or at the end of every week, how would you say that this is what totals into your account? Or this is exactly the final figure after you've sold all that you need to sell, after you've gotten all the deals that you need to get, after that you had done everything that you need to do. What is it that comes to your account? That sum total of that inflow noted down minus the sum total of what you want to spend your money on. That is exactly what speaks to what budgeting is. And listen to this, it probably will shock some people to hear this. Budget is not a list of expense. It is, like I said earlier, a strategic document that takes away what flows from you from what flows into you. But then this is what I teach all the time. This is what I teach all the time. And I need to pay close attention to this, very close attention to this. Two words makes for what gives birth to an effective budget. Two words. And I need to pay close attention to those two words. One is allocation. And the second is control. Allocation and control. Your ability to allocate effectively what flows into your life and into your hand, and your ability to control what flows out of your hand is what makes for an effective budget. So this is where you need to begin to sit down and begin to look at what are the things that you do with your money. Okay, so you're now generating more income from the first module, but then you're still not getting zero when you do your zero-based budgeting calculation. That's because you probably are still reserving some money for flexing, the way we say in Africa. You're still reserving some money for some things that you really do not want to account for. You just want to live in that denial that this money, I'm just going to keep it aside. I don't want to assign anything to it. I can just blow it. Way beyond that, I am not saying that, see, budgeting is not to say that we should not enjoy our lives. It is to say that enjoy your life based on a plan. That's specifically what it is. Enjoy your life, quite all right, but then let it be with a plan. The Holy Book says that, have you seen a man who wants to build a house and does not first sit down to count the cost? That's planning. So money comes in, money goes out, which is the normal circle of life when it comes to expenses and money making and the likes of it. We will always make money, we will always spend money. In fact, the beauty of money making is that there has to be that flow, there has to be movements. When money is not moving, you're rest assured that you probably will not be getting the best of money. Money by default wants to move. You should be able to really allocate what comes in. Allocate it by putting it on a paper. Get a pen, get a paper. You should keep journals all the time if you are going to become financially successful. You should be able to pen things. In fact, make it a practice to pen things down all the time. What are you going to spend your money on? A lot of people are so guilty of this. Before the money comes in, the money is gone. And in the next module, or probably the other module, we will talk about debt management and probably some of the tricks and trades that you can use to scale through that. But sincerely, you want to take budgeting more seriously. Your financial future depends solely on how you're able to allocate the resources that flows to you and how you're able to control what flows out of you. If what flows out of you is more than what flows into you, you perpetually live in debt and you perpetually live in lack. And I'm going to stop here until we meet in the next module. The action point here is this. Pick up a pen right now, get a paper right now, a diary right now, and write at the side of the paper what your expected total outcome is, or income is rather, in a month, or depending on how you want to cascade your budgets, or weekly. And then write on the other side of it the things that you would want to spend money on. As a matter of fact, every month, every week should have its own budget based on the needs that you have for your life. So plan your life. If you can master budgeting and stick to living with a budget, I tell you, you are a candidate for financial success. Yes. This is what I have done for the past 7 years and I've seen massive results. This has helped me to put together millions of naira and have helped me also to put together thousands of dollars. You can also become financially free. See you in the next module, guys.